Okay, and the last part that you probably need to be aware of is the Cartesian plane. Alright, so it's pretty much just two sets of axes. You got the x-axis and the y-axis there, so x and y. And obviously when we look at it, there's a few different things you need to be aware of. Quadrants for one. First quadrant is here, all positive and positive. Quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4 there. So obviously on our x-axis we have our positive numbers, so positive 1, positive 2, positive 3, positive 4, positive 5, and negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and negative 5 there. Our y's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all positives, and negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and negative 5. So I'll really quickly just go and put those numbers in. 4 and 5, neg 1, neg 2, neg 3, neg 4, neg 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and negative 5. One thing to take note of, I always want you to use a ruler when you do your Cartesian planes. Just makes things a little bit easier and certainly makes it more to scale. Alright, so we have our quadrants 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm just going to get rid of them now. 2, 3, 4, and I'll just make them a little bit smaller. Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and get and quadrant 4. The next part to really think about is, let's go with blue, is your coordinates. Alright, so we always do it as some brackets, and it always signifies x and y. Alright, so if we did actually have a coordinate, let's say we had 2 and 4. Alright, we need to start looking at where the x value is, which is our 2, and our y value, which is our 4 here. The easiest way to start plotting those is by looking at, let's take our x value of 2. So we find x axis is this one here, and we find 2 on that, which is obviously here. So we need to do our dotted line, just makes things a bit easier. We've done 2, and now we go looking for the y where it equals 4. So there's our y-axis, and the 4 is here. So we come across right, and that, where they meet, is our coordinate point 2 and 4. If we want to look at another coordinate point, let's go into quadrant 3 this time. We would look at maybe negative 4 and negative 3, just to be a bit different. Okay, so negative 4, negative 3. On the x-axis, we go looking for our negative 4. So there's our x-axis. It's this one here. So we find out for negative 4. And I'll do that one again. Up and down. And then for our negative 3 on the y-axis, there's 3, so we're not going to do that one. We're going to do negative 3, which is here. And we dot that across until we find the next point there. Okay, so we've done this, and there's our 2 coordinate points. Every now and then, particularly sort of as you go through year 8, year 9, year 10, you're actually going to be asked to draw a linear graph. So when we have our 2 points, all we want to be looking at is actually then drawing a line, a straight line, between those 2 points. Alright, so I'm going to see how we go with that as best as I can. Straight line, almost through. I just missed it a little bit. but you get the idea. So that would be the linear graph of these 2 points, 2, 4, -4, and 3. That's really all you need to know for your Cartesian plane. So if you've got any issues, come see me first thing Friday morning.